Whew, it has been a very interesting day. I'd like to note that right up there, see that? Private security. Yeah, yeah. But got my schedule last night. My supervisor called me at almost midnight to give me my schedule for next week and tell me the times and the location and everything. So that was cool. Asia had a really shitty day at work. She got accused, well, not even accused. There was a manager who misunderstood a procedure because she's a little, and to her understanding, a large sum of money was missing. So, of course, we blame Asia, and we got it all cleared up today. But honestly, I was ready for her to quit because she called me this morning frantic at work. She was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they acting like this. It's just so weird. I was very frustrated that the first thought they had was we should blame Asia. Asia probably did this. That annoyed me to no end. And then she's not really feeling the best today. She made chili. It's really good. I'd show it to you, but I don't want to be one of those weird Instagram people who show you their food and then it don't look right. But aside from all that, as far as something that was a little life changing, a couple of things happened today. One, I talked to an old friend of mine from my old job. You see, recently I'd come across a post he had put on Facebook where he was talking to another former coworker of ours, and he was like, yeah, man, you were one of the only people at the job I trusted. And I took great offense to that. Like, really? I thought I was your homie. I thought we were cool. And I was prepared to be petty over it. I really was. And also, somewhere later in his Facebook page, he mentioned that he was also looking for another job. So I was like, you know what? I just got a good job. I'm not even going to tell you about my good job. You stick with the job you got. Fuck you for not adding me into that list of people you thought you were cool with. But I told Kari about it because I was feeling bad. And then Kari got on me. See, Kari can be your moral compass. He'll let you know if you're doing something shitty. And he was just like, look, you're being petty. You know, that was a long time ago. And it's not like I necessarily reached out to the guy all the time. We didn't keep in touch. We weren't like, we didn't talk all the time or anything. So it was real petty of me to feel that way. So I reached out to him today. We talked and I encouraged him to apply for the same position that I have. So he's looking into that, and it was nice to catch up with him. And honestly, it was kind of hurtful to hear that the same company who did me wrong for what I really thought was more a public relations move, they're now doing him wrong too for pretty much the same things. You know, we were always kind of nameless, faceless drones there, and they didn't really see us for the value we brought to the company, and that's kind of hurtful. The other thing that seems to be going on is that after almost 15 years, my sister has now realized that her boyfriend probably not gonna marry her. Like, they've got a 14-year-old kid, or she'll be 14 this year, and they were together a year before my niece was born. You'd think she would have kind of put that together by now. You know? It's kind of like shit or get off the pot. And there was really no, what's the word I'm looking for? There was no incentive for him to want to marry her. If she did all the things that a wife did, she cooked, she cleaned, she took care of him, I'm sure they were having sex. And, you know, they kind of cohabitated, they paid the bills together, they were a close-knit unit, and they were working together, and that's fine. But why would I marry you if we're already doing all of these things? There was no encouragement for him to want to get married. So I think now, finally, after a decade and a half, that's not going to work out. I don't think I've ever really spoken about my sister and her situation here. And maybe in another video, I'll go completely in depth. But I will go on record as saying I have never liked this guy. I always felt like he was very opportunistic, and the second that he felt as though he had a better offer, he would just up and skip town. It's like when she met him, he had a girlfriend and he was living with her and he was sneaking around behind her back to mess with my sister. So if he'll cheat on his girlfriend for you, what makes you think he won't cheat on you for the next person? It's like, I've always considered myself the black sheep. I'm not the smart one in the family. You know, I wasn't the go-getter. Go to high school, go to college. That wasn't me. That was my sister. My sister was very goal-oriented. She was very book-smart. But for somebody very book-smart, man, she couldn't see the forest through the trees on this one. I don't understand why she waited around so long. I mean, just so long, thinking that this will be the year he'll marry me. It's like it's never gonna happen. I always felt like it was never gonna happen. You know, I don't know if my sister watches these or not. Wow, you know, it's not like, you know, I kept it a secret or anything. I was never really fond of the guy. I tolerated him because I thought he was making my sister happy, but now that's not the case, then there's no need for the, you know, to keep up the facade like I give a damn about the guy. So, you know, if it don't work out, it don't work out. If somehow over the next couple of days she go, oh, we're gonna work it out, then, you know, you deserve everything you're about to get. It's like you're just being a glutton for punishment at this point. But I digress. That's pretty much it for me. I'm going to continue to enjoy this big bowl of chili that my wife made me. I'm going to pretend to give a damn about this movie that I'm watching. It's just, I have the hardest time picking movies. And then I'm going to take care of my girl. And we're off tomorrow together. Going to spend the whole day hanging out with her because Monday it's back to the grind.